Subscribe and press the bell icon to never miss an update from First Post.
What will happen to my properties? Who will take which office of mine?
Starting with the MeToo wave in Bollywood.
Well, MeToo has definitely, there were few sort of very scary predators, sexual predators out there, at least 5-6 of them, who the entire industry knew about. But they were just sort of roaming around in the open like that, and they've been exposed, which is a big achievement. And at least now we know for sure that this has, maybe on some level, it has made a difference. So it's not right to say that the movement derailed or didn't get anywhere. So these people are out now, their game is out, they won't be able to, take many for a ride, because, if some naive person is still going to fall for that, the one who's exposed, and, of course, then there is really no hope for that person, because now these particular people are really exposed. Yeah. So these were the ones, and there are many minor ones also. But I think as and when that happens, we should definitely support the people who are raising voice. And at the same time, I think it's very important that so the movement is respected for what it is.
Feminism, and on that note, you having made your debut in 2006 as a complete newcomer and outsider and having killed it. Tell me, from then on to now, 2019, have you noticed any difference in the treatment of women in this industry since then?
Oh yes, big difference. Yeah. Like when we started out, there was this wave of, item numbers and objectifying women and
misogynistic.
Oh yes,
yeah,
and the words and, like really cheap songs. Used to be the trend in those days, and ever since Queen has also come, there is like you see so much parallel cinema becoming mainstream cinema, that Queen was probably the first film which shifted that. Before that also there have been great films like Jaane Bhi Do Yaaron, but they never could get the respect of like mainstream film. They became cult, but they could never become the most popular film of the year or something like that. But if you see, Queen has started such a trend that every year it seems, whether it is Bareli Ki Barfi or it is like Stree or Badhai or Andhadhun, it's just it's just the shift is the parallel film becoming the mainstream film. So there's a huge shift that has happened in these years, and it is a very good thing.
Remakes of popular movies. Your thoughts on that? Your movie itself is getting remade 4 different times over.
Yeah.
So
I just feel that we should maybe dub more. And I would want to reach out to those people on my own as well, like even though I appreciate that it is being remade and so many people will be able to see it. But having said that, it's not that I don't want to reach out to those people. Maybe language is one of the barriers, and we should definitely figure it out.
Right. Wedding season and the obsession around it.
See, celebrities getting married will always be something which is very exciting. But at the same time, like I always it's easier said than done. But whenever I'm in love, like I also want to sort of, I think about marriage and family and all of that. But when I'm not in love with a particular person, then I think about the larger picture. And I just feel that there are so many people in the world, so many children in the world. People should adopt more, and people should, love more, and it's not just about having your child. And I think it's beautiful to get married, but at the same time, I really respect people who couple who consciously choose to adopt rather than going for, because the population explosion, the missing green cover. So all these things happen to me when I'm not in love. So, my rational thinking goes up. And I absolutely also enjoy the fact that, it's not about being, a conventional thinker, but whenever marriage happens, it definitely is the woman who takes care of, the household. And she needs to set up the house as well, no matter how evolved you are. But these conventional roles will always be, sort of this thing. But for me, it's amazing that how independent I become when I'm not in love. But when I'm in love, then I'm just like any other girl who's not thinking about world population, who's not thinking about the contracts that come with marriage. What will happen to my properties? who will take which office of mine. When I am not in love, then of course I think about prenups also.
OTT platforms, Amazon, Netflix, they have seen a massive boom. So, what are your thoughts on that? And will we ever see you in a web series?
I will definitely love to do something which is, which is digital, and that's the future for sure. And there is, there is no need to deny that, because that is definitely the future.
It's been a pleasure chatting with you, and thank you so much.
Thank
Good
you,
luck
Parul.
for your movie.
Karan Johar was mocking me, and of course Hrithik Roshan and his father were trying to target me. Purva Asrani was writing letters on social media, and then Aditya Pancholi with his wife were filing a case, and then Ketan Mehta went to EOW. Can one of these people back off? maybe one.